Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the electric Israeli on FSD. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. I want to thank all my supporters. Follow me on X. And if you in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. All the links are below. As you can see, there is a huge snowstorm and ice. Snow, I don't care. Ice, snow and ice in the northeast. So I took my Tesla Model 3 long range, which has obviously two motors. It's called the dual motor, onto a ride in main roads like you see now, and then also in smaller roads like you see in a minute. I want to say a few things about the handling and the driving, and then I also want to talk about winter driving, especially for those who are new to electric cars. And I can tell you right off the bat, not all electric cars created equal, not at all. And even Tesla cars, not all of them are created equal. So first of all, as you can see, we are in the main road. It was light snow. We got accumulation of 2 inches, maybe, if that, but that's not the story. I would not bother making a video on the 2 inches of snow, not at all. But what it is, it would change to freezing rain, and then overnight it changed to ice, and the temperature went down to 11 degrees. 11 degrees. This morning I saw it was also in Celsius, like minus 12 Celsius. So obviously it is very, 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 very cold. And I can tell you guys, driving Tesla since 2018 is one of the most amazing winter snow slush cars. Now, just like every car, and here I'm going to make a left into a road that is more icy because it's not treated. I can tell you that since driving Tesla since 2018, it's been one of the most wonderful experiences I have in all aspects, as you know, but especially in driving in the snow and the ice. Because the electric motors, the front and the back, and the electric system. So the dual motor, it's not like 4x4. I drove SUVs and you name it, I drove it all. SUVs, like they have one motor, obviously, and then of course there's an axle that connects the 4 wheels. Not here. Here you have a motor in the front and a motor in the back. Now, you need to have good tires. That has nothing to do with any car you drive in the snow. You need to have good tires. You should have snow tires. I used to do it. I got so lazy last few years. And I'm just using a nice Continental all-season tires. I make sure to rotate them, and I make sure I don't run them down to the thread, like bottom to the bottom. I don't make them bold. I don't. 40,000 miles, and I change them, but I do two rotations. So they're in great shape, the tires, and of course, the electric motors, even the rear-wheel drive. I have a rear-wheel drive Tesla. Even that is a wonderful handling. This is all ice. I drive maybe 25 miles an hour on this road, and it is an amazing handling. This is just for the video. Now, I want to tell you something about electric cars in terms of the range. There's a lot of talk about range of electric cars in the in the winter, in the cold. We're talking about freezing temperature, okay? 11 degrees, minus 12 Celsius. That's freaking freezing. It's so cold outside. Guys, newsflash, gasoline cars also lose range during the winter. They spend more gasoline and more because you have to heat the cabin and all that. So there is not much difference between the two. Energy is energy, and cabin heat is cabin heat, and all that. Now, before we continue, I got to this road. I'm going to make a left where you see that car in the front making a U-turn kind of a thing. And then there was a car on the right. You may see it soon. That car couldn't even make that little hill. So I could have gone straight to my destination, but I decided to make a left, which is more challenging. It's a sharp hill, and there's another long hill later. The Tesla, you're gonna see, it's gonna eat it alive. I'm gonna go up 40 miles an hour in that ice and snow, no problem. Tesla cars are freaking awesome. Anyway, back to energy. So what I suggest to do, obviously, if you can at home, charge the car overnight. Don't let the battery freeze. Cars, electric cars, like battery cars, like human beings, they like to be warm, okay? They don't like the cold, they don't like the excessive heat. Here's that hill, no problem, not even a slip, not even nothing, zero. So that's fine. So plug in the car and make sure, if you live in your home every day at the same time, make sure to precondition the car while it's plugged, so it doesn't take energy from the battery. So it will precondition the cabin and warm up the battery. Now, Tesla cars, just like many Japanese or other Korean cars, today I think all of them have, but I'm not sure, have heat pump, like the Hyundais and Teslas, of course. My Nissan Leaf, my old Nissan Leaf, also had a heat pump. Heat pumps, the HVAC is very important. My 2018 Model 3, in this weather, would lose 30 to 50% of its range because it didn't have heat pump. That's why I got rid of it. The new Teslas, all of them with no exceptions, have heat pumps. So if you live in the Northeast and you want to buy like a used Tesla, don't buy anything before 2020, because after that, make sure it has a heat pump. And how you know that if it's a Tesla car that has Chrome Delete, those are the newest models, and they have heat pump. The Model Ys always had heat pumps, and S and X always had heat pumps. So no problem there. So if you have an electric car that does not have a heat pump, in this weather, you lose 50% of your range, especially driving in the highway. You know that temperature, both extreme heat or extreme cold, will take a toll on your range. But if you have a heat pump, living in areas like this, in the Northeast, Canada, whatever, when you get snow and cold, your heat pump will give you tremendous efficiency. Drivers in Norway, which is a very cold country, love their Teslas because of the heat pump. So this is my suggestion to you. If you buy an electric car, any electric car, doesn't matter which one, make sure it has a heat pump. That is a lifesaver in terms of the range. Like I said, my old Tesla used to have, a range loss of 50%. This one, nothing. Like, it depends how I drive it. It really depends how I drive. Now, of course, the snow and the slush require more use of energy and all that. That will take the range like it would in every car. But preheating the cabin, preconditioning the car, and preheating the battery, it's great. Now, also, when you drive, let's say you drive in this weather, a long range distance, okay? And let's say you have to stop in a supercharger. Put the destination, as you know, if you're a Tesla driver, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Put the destination because it will precondition your car to high voltage charging. A Tesla is awesome. Nobody does this. No car does this. I know that the Lucid, I drove the Lucid, you can do it, but you have to do it manually. It will not do it on a destination. So if you go to a destination, it would not know that it's a supercharger and it will not preheat your car. Now you see we're going down the hill. We're going to pass by a very beautiful lake soon. It's going to be on the right soon after the curve there. And then we're going to go up a hill and then we'll end this video. But what I'm telling you guys, just like any other car, preheating and conditioning the car and preheating the battery is a key. In the Tesla, you can do it from the app and you can schedule it and you never have to worry about it. Monday to Friday or all week long. You can choose if you leave. If you don't leave at the same time, you can do it from your from your app. Here's the lake on the right. If you can, beautiful lake. There's a little waterfall there. It's beautiful. You can do it from your app and you can also choose to defrost the car. This morning I woke up, the car was like an inch of ice. I preheat it and I de-iced it, defrosted. It was nothing, like butter. It was really, really, really nothing. Okay, look at it, goes up the hill, no problem. Tesla cars are awesome for the cold weather. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you in my next video.